The courthouse doors were supposed to open for a sentencing that many people believed would finally close one of the longest-running chapters in Chicago drill drama. Instead, something happened that nobody in that building, and definitely nobody on the internet, expected. The sentencing connected to the FBG case was suddenly canceled, and within minutes the news started spreading across social media like wildfire. Fans were confused, bloggers were scrambling for updates, and then something even more explosive happened. Because while people were still trying to understand why the sentencing had been canceled, viewers watching live streams began noticing another moment unfolding online. Reports started circulating that people associated with O'Block were allegedly celebrating the unexpected development, and clips quickly began appearing across rap blogs showing reactions that looked like victory laps. At the exact same time those clips began spreading, the mother of the late FBG Duck suddenly went live online. And what happened during that live stream instantly turned the entire story into something much bigger than a simple court update. Emotions ran high, accusations started flying, and thousands of viewers began flooding the chat as she reacted in real time to what was happening. Because instead of quietly responding, she reportedly exploded with frustration, questioning why the case had taken such an unexpected turn and why certain people appeared to be celebrating before the situation was fully explained. The live stream quickly turned into a tense moment filled with raw emotion, heated words, and reactions from viewers who felt like they were witnessing the next chapter of Chicago's most complicated rap feud unfold live on their screens. And if what some insiders are now whispering about the canceled sentencing is true, then the story you think you understand about this situation might be missing a piece that nobody has revealed yet. The moment news about the canceled sentencing began circulating, the internet reacted exactly the way it always does when Chicago drill headlines collide with court drama. Screenshots from news alerts started appearing on Twitter, hip-hop blogs began posting breaking captions, and within minutes fans were flooding comment sections asking the same question. What exactly just happened inside that courtroom? Because according to early reports floating around social media, the hearing that people expected to move the case forward had suddenly been postponed under circumstances that many viewers online did not immediately understand. At first, the reaction across the internet was confusion rather than celebration. Bloggers who cover drill culture began calling sources, trying to confirm whether the cancellation was a routine legal delay or something more complicated. But before those answers arrived, clips began appearing online that shifted the mood of the conversation dramatically. According to several viral posts, individuals associated with O'Block were allegedly reacting to the news with excitement, and fans quickly interpreted those reactions as celebration. Now in the world of online rap commentary, perception spreads faster than facts. Within minutes of those clips circulating, comment sections were filled with messages claiming that O'Block supporters were celebrating because the case had taken a turn they believed favored them. Some viewers said the reactions looked like relief. Others believed they looked like victory. Because while those clips were spreading, another moment was unfolding on the other side of the internet. The mother of the late FBG Duck reportedly started a live stream that immediately began attracting thousands of viewers. People who joined the broadcast expected to hear her reaction to the sentencing update, but what they saw instead was something far more emotional. Viewers watching live said the frustration in her voice was impossible to miss. According to those who were present in the stream, she appeared visibly upset and confused about why the sentencing had been canceled after so many months of waiting. In the chat section of the live stream, viewers began asking questions faster than moderators could keep up with them. Because for many people who have followed this case since the beginning, the story represents far more than just another courtroom update. It has become a symbol of the long-running tension between rival circles connected to Chicago's drill scene, and every development in the case instantly becomes part of that larger conversation. When legal developments intersect with internet narratives, the story often takes on a life of its own. Within an hour of the live stream starting, dozens of YouTube commentary channels were already reposting clips of the emotional reaction. Headlines appeared with phrases like "FBG Mom Speaks Out" and "Fans React to Sentencing Twist." But the most viral moment reportedly came when she addressed the clips that were circulating online showing alleged celebrations from O'Block supporters. According to viewers, she reacted strongly to those videos, questioning why anyone would be celebrating before the legal process had even finished. "Why y'all celebrating already?" she reportedly said during the live stream, according to viewers who clipped the moment. The comment instantly became one of the most shared lines from the stream. Because in the world of drill commentary, even a single sentence can ignite thousands of reactions. Within minutes, the quote was being reposted across multiple platforms, with captions suggesting that tensions between the two sides had suddenly reignited. Stay right here because it gets worse. As the live stream continued, viewers began posting new updates in the chat about the courtroom situation itself. Some claimed the cancellation might be related to procedural delays. Others believed the hearing had been rescheduled due to legal technicalities. But without official confirmation from the court, speculation began filling the gaps. And speculation spreads quickly when emotions are already high. Some bloggers started suggesting that the delay might not be random at all. According to several commentary posts that appeared that afternoon, people close to the legal process sometimes see postponements as signs that attorneys are preparing new arguments or evidence. Of course, none of those theories were confirmed. But once the internet starts building theories, the narrative moves fast. Videos discussing the situation began gaining thousands of views within hours, with hosts analyzing every possible explanation for why the sentencing might have been cancelled. Meanwhile, the live stream continued drawing viewers. According to screenshots shared later on social media, the audience count reportedly climbed into the thousands as more people joined to watch the reaction unfold in real time. Some fans typed supportive messages in the chat. Others debated whether the clips of O'Block reactions had been misunderstood. And that debate became the next twist in the story. Because shortly after the celebration clips began circulating, another set of videos started appearing online showing individuals claiming that the reactions had been taken out of context. According to those posts, some of the people in the clips were reacting to unrelated conversations and not necessarily celebrating the legal update itself. But by that point, the narrative had already taken hold. Fans across multiple platforms were now arguing about what the clips really showed. Some believed the celebrations were genuine. Others insisted the footage had been misinterpreted by bloggers trying to create drama. And here is where the emotional tension of the situation became clear. During the live stream, viewers said the frustration from FBG Duck's mother seemed to grow as more rumors began appearing in the chat. She reportedly addressed supporters directly, thanking those who had followed the case closely and asking them to remain patient while more details about the court decision became clear. But the internet rarely slows down for patience. Every new rumor created another wave of reactions. Some posts claimed insiders had information about why the sentencing was cancelled. Others suggested the hearing might be rescheduled sooner than expected. The problem was that none of those claims had official confirmation. But here is the twist that made the story even bigger. As the live stream continued, several prominent drill commentary accounts began reposting the video clips alongside captions suggesting that the cancellation could become a turning point in the entire case. Some even claimed the delay might allow attorneys to introduce new developments that could reshape the narrative. Whether those claims were accurate or not, the conversation had already expanded beyond the courtroom. What started as a simple legal update had now turned into a full-scale internet debate involving fans, bloggers, and commentators across the drill community. And with emotions running high on both sides, every small detail suddenly felt significant. Now imagine watching that situation unfold live. Thousands of viewers sitting behind their screens, refreshing timelines, switching between live streams and news updates, trying to understand whether the cancellation meant anything major for the case itself. And in the middle of that chaos, one question kept appearing again and again in the comments. Why was the sentencing cancelled at the last minute? Because until that question receives a clear answer, the entire story remains suspended in uncertainty. And in the world of internet drama, uncertainty is exactly what keeps people watching. The live stream eventually slowed down as viewers began waiting for more official information about the court situation. But by the time the broadcast ended, the damage, or depending on your perspective, the momentum, had already been done. The clips had spread. The arguments had begun. And the conversation surrounding the cancelled sentencing had grown far bigger than the courtroom where it started. But the most surprising part of the entire situation was something that happened shortly after the live stream ended. Something that suggested the internet might not have seen the final twist in this story yet. Because the moment the broadcast went offline, the conversation did not slow down the way many people expected. Instead, it actually intensified. Clips from the live stream began spreading across hip-hop pages at a much faster rate, and within an hour several major rap blogs had reposted the footage with captions claiming that tensions between the two sides were rising again. Because for many people who had been following the case for years, the possibility of another delay felt like reopening a wound that never fully healed. The case surrounding the death of FBG Duck had already been one of the most talked about stories connected to Chicago drill culture, and every development had been watched closely by both supporters and critics. But here is where it gets interesting. As commentary pages continued reposting the live stream, viewers began noticing another detail that many people had missed during the broadcast itself. According to screenshots shared online, several individuals in the live stream chat had been claiming they were hearing different explanations for why the sentencing was suddenly cancelled. Some users insisted it was a routine procedural issue. Others claimed the hearing had been pushed back because of scheduling conflicts inside the court system. And then there were a few posts suggesting something far more dramatic, that attorneys involved in the case might be preparing new legal strategies that required additional time. None of those explanations were confirmed. But speculation spreads faster than facts on the internet. Within minutes, those theories were being repeated across multiple platforms, each version becoming slightly more dramatic as it moved from page to page. And this is the part that nobody is talking about. In the world of online rap commentary, the line between verified news and interpretation can become very thin. Once a story gains momentum, every rumor begins to feel like a possible clue. And because thousands of viewers were already emotionally invested in the case, every new suggestion instantly attracted attention. Stay right here because it gets worse. Shortly after the live stream clips went viral, another set of videos began circulating that added a completely new layer to the story. These clips allegedly showed people connected to O'Block reacting to the cancelled sentencing update in private conversations that later made their way online. Some viewers interpreted those reactions as celebration. Others insisted the clips were being misread by bloggers searching for drama. But once again, the context of the videos remained unclear, and without full recordings of the conversations, it was impossible to know exactly what was being discussed. Still, the internet had already reached its own conclusions. Comment sections exploded with arguments between viewers who believed the reactions were disrespectful and those who believed the clips were being taken out of context. Within hours, the debate had become one of the most discussed topics on several hip-hop forums. And here is where the tension grew even stronger. Because while fans were arguing about those videos, the mother of FBG Duck reportedly returned to social media to address the situation again. According to people who followed the updates closely, she began responding to messages from supporters who were asking whether the sentencing cancellation meant something major for the case. Viewers say she appeared frustrated by the rumors spreading online and reminded supporters that the legal process can take time. At the same time, she reportedly made it clear that seeing people allegedly celebrating the delay had deeply upset her. "People acting like this a game," she allegedly said during a short follow-up video that began circulating online. That statement immediately reignited the debate. Because for many viewers, the story had now shifted from a courtroom update to something far more personal. The reactions, the live stream, and the rumors had turned the situation into an emotional moment that fans on both sides were interpreting very differently. But here is the twist. As more commentary channels began discussing the situation, some observers started pointing out something unusual about the timing of the cancelled sentencing itself. According to several bloggers, the delay occurred during a period when legal teams involved in the case were reportedly preparing additional motions. Now, whether that detail had anything to do with the cancellation remained unclear. But once the theory appeared online, it quickly spread across multiple platforms. Some viewers began suggesting that the delay might indicate new developments behind the scenes, while others believed the explanation was much simpler, just another scheduling issue inside a crowded court calendar. The truth, at least publicly, remained uncertain. And uncertainty is exactly what fuels internet drama. Within a few hours, YouTube commentary channels had already begun uploading long analysis videos discussing every possible explanation for the sentencing delay. Some hosts examined court timelines, others reviewed old interviews connected to the case, and a few speculated about how the delay might affect the future of the trial. Meanwhile, the original live stream clips continued gaining views. According to reposts shared across social media, Some versions of the video had already crossed hundreds of thousands of views within the same day. That level of attention guaranteed that the conversation would not disappear quickly. And then another unexpected moment happened. Late that evening, several rap bloggers began reporting that individuals connected to Chicago's drill community were privately discussing the situation as well. While no one publicly confirmed anything about the sentencing delay, insiders allegedly claimed the cancellation had caught many people by surprise. That detail raised even more questions. Because if both sides were surprised by the delay, then the situation might not have been part of any larger strategy after all. It could simply have been a procedural decision made inside the courtroom that unexpectedly triggered a massive online reaction. But by that point, the internet had already transformed the moment into a much bigger story. Now every post, every reaction, and every live stream comment was being analyzed for meaning. Fans debated whether the celebration clips were real or misinterpreted. Supporters argued about whether the delay would change anything about the case itself. Because until the court releases an official explanation, the answer remains hidden behind speculation and rumor. And as long as that answer stays unclear, the internet will continue building theories about what might really be happening behind the scenes. Because while the internet was busy arguing about the meaning of the delay, a new update quietly began circulating among people who had been following the case closely, an update that could potentially change how everyone interprets the canceled sentencing. According to several rap bloggers who began posting late-night updates, sources close to the legal process reportedly suggested that the delay might simply be part of the long and complicated pace of the court system. In many high-profile cases, hearings are postponed for procedural reasons that have nothing to do with the outcome itself. But once a situation becomes tied to internet narratives, even a routine delay can explode into a viral controversy. Fans who had already spent hours debating the live stream, the reactions, and the rumors suddenly found themselves waiting for something that had not arrived yet, an official explanation. Until the court confirms the exact reason behind the cancellation, every theory circulating online remains speculation. Because while people were debating the legal side of the situation, others began focusing on the emotional impact of the live stream itself. The moment when FBG Duck's mother went live had become the centerpiece of the entire story. Viewers said the frustration in her voice represented the feelings of supporters who have followed the case for years. And when the sentencing was canceled, that wait suddenly felt longer than anyone expected. That is why the reaction online was so intense. Some people expressed sympathy, while others argued about whether the clips of alleged celebration had been misunderstood. As the debate continued, several observers pointed out something important that many viewers had overlooked. The legal process does not always move in straight lines. Cases can take unexpected turns, hearings can be postponed, and new developments can appear at any stage. Which means the canceled sentencing may not be the end of the story at all. In fact, it could simply be a pause before the next chapter begins. And that possibility is exactly what keeps the conversation alive. Because whenever a high-profile case reaches a moment like this, people immediately begin wondering what might happen next. But one thing is certain, the internet will continue watching every update closely. The reactions, the live stream moments, and the debates between fans have already turned the canceled sentencing into one of the most talked about topics in drill commentary this week. And that brings us to where the story stands right now. The hearing was canceled. The reactions went viral. And thousands of viewers are now waiting for the next development that could explain what really happened behind those courthouse doors. But the biggest question is the one that only you can answer. What do you think actually happened here? Do you believe the canceled sentencing was just a routine delay inside the court system? Or do you think something bigger might be happening behind the scenes that the public has not been told yet? Drop your opinion in the comments, because this is exactly the kind of story where every perspective matters. When thousands of viewers share their thoughts, the conversation becomes bigger than any single headline. And if you have been following the case closely, make sure you stay tuned. Because the moment any confirmed updates appear, whether it is a new hearing date, official statements, or responses from people connected to the situation, this story could shift in a completely new direction. So if you want to stay updated on every twist, every reaction, and every new detail that might surface, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next update. Because the truth behind this canceled sentencing might still be waiting to come out. And when it does, the entire internet will be watching.